I'm actually curious that this is your academy, which sounds like a fantastic idea. How do you plan to fund it?
Yeah, I actually have funds for it.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah, but I still need fund. At least we all need more money.
What does going global mean?
Going global is that like putting my business to the global brand. Now I'm planning on having a fashion school. Okay. A school where as in kids can come in during their summer holiday. We train them on how to cut and how to sew and all. Then also I also think of going for a competition, like for a competition, international competition, where I can register my kids to go for. As my students.
Okay.
They'll go for that competition. So when they get there, they can also compete with other people learning this fashion, this thing. So they can also come with their own creative ideas. So through that process now, my brand can be going as globally through that aspect.
This program is supported by ACT Foundation.
My name is Frank, and my business name is FA Clothings. I've been doing it for the past 3 years. I actually started through my former boss. He was doing this business, so I learned from him for 2 years. Integrity, because I don't compromise on qualities, and I also deliver what was ordered for and what was paid for. So if you are paying for something that is not up to the standard, I will let you know. There was a client that's overpaid me for an outfit. I have to refund back his money. So ever since then, I'm many clients now. Today we are more like we are palace. So yeah, very excited.
This program is supported by ACT Foundation.
My name is Tola Takuro. I am the founder of Brown Ledger. Brown Ledger assists companies in making optimal financial and tax decisions. We do this by helping you to optimize your revenue, by managing your taxes, and by making sure you have enough cash flow to run your businesses. And a lot of our clients have also come to us to help them with their 3 to 5 year strategic planning. So that's the overview of what we do. Today, we will be talking to our superstar of the day. We will be walking through his business and how we can help him to make better financial decisions.
Thank you.
Yeah. Please, may we meet you, your name, what you do?
My name is Frank. I'm a fashion designer, the business owner of FA Clothings. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so I'm basically into I'm the creative director. I source for fabric, then break up the design, then give my boys to execute. So.
Okay, good. When you say boys, how many team? What's your team size?
We're about 6.
6?
Yeah.
Wow, you're a big man. It means you are paying salaries. As in, most people don't really know what it feels like salary until they move from being an employee to an employer. Then they know that it is not easy. Okay. So how do you source for businesses to ensure that you have enough monthly income to even cover salaries and rent, for example?
Well, let's say it's through the grace of God. Okay. Because I can't, at times I feel that I have a lot of bills to pay. Where would they come from? Before I know it, I'll get a phone call. Frank, someone was wearing your outfit. I got a number from so person. So basically, I get my destiny basically from referrals.
Okay.
Yeah, from referrals. Yeah, I'm active on social media, but I can say my main job comes from referrals. And also, I also take contracts from Nigerian Port Authority. Yeah, their uniforms. So all those things also help me on the long term.
Okay, fantastic. You said, when we spoke earlier, you said you started business in 2002.
Yeah, 2002.
So in 2022, I mean, 2022. Okay, yes. So how has the Nigerian economy affected you so far? Because it is affecting a lot of us.
Well, fine. At least talking about what we see, it's affecting a lot of people. But all I can say, I'm a believer. Yeah, so I'm a faith person, so I don't say things that will contradict my home belief. Yeah,
Beautiful.
you can see that things is going on out there, but deep down, it is not affecting me.
Okay.
We are moving, and everything is going fine by the grace of God.
Good. I'm honestly glad to hear that. You are an employer.
Yes.
You have a business,
Yeah.
and that means that you have two major things to worry about in 2026. At least two major things to worry about. One is the taxes due on your business and your employee salaries, and one is the taxes due on your own personal income. How do you plan to wait through that? Sorry, let me even start. Do you even understand what these taxes are all about?
Well, as in, I don't really understand.
Okay.
So I do see people put on social media that you should put a remark narration on your transactions, but I can't. I can say I don't. Like, I actually want to go for like maybe like a course or something, so that I can know what to do about this tax and how to be a partaker.
Okay. Why I actually asked is because it's going to impact your monthly budget.
Yeah.
Right, because for every amount you pay your staff, you need to deduct pay tax from it. So you pay the taxes, you pay your staff their net salary, and you will now remit the pay tax due to the government to them. So that's why I always ask employers that it is just you won't be cutting just one check anymore. That aspect of the law is not new, right? But they are just going all in trying to enforce it, right? So instead of paying your staff, let's say 200,000 naira a month, you may pay them like 160,000 naira a month,
Okay.
and then 40,000 naira would now go to your state government, which in this case is Lagos State. That is
Lagos State, okay.
the Lagos State Internal Revenue Service. Okay. Now let's talk about budgets, because a lot of people have said that to make budget plans in Lagos is tough. But the way I see it is that if you make budget plans, you know exactly what your monthly expenses are likely to be, and then you know how aggressive you need to be in getting clients. So what do you think about budgets? Do you even have time to even put a budget together?
Honestly, I don't. I have someone that handles my budget for me.
What does that mean?
Like me and my wife were into this business. She's
Okay.
also a fashion designer. So
Okay.
anything, the monetary aspects, anything that has to do with finances,
Okay, she handles it.
she handles it. Because I can't be sourcing for clients, doing this, doing that, and we also be thinking about the money. So,
Okay.
so just let that structured for her to just take over. So,
That's actually a smart one. Okay. So based on your view of the fashion industry, right? Where do you see your business in the next 5 years?
in the next 5 years, I see myself going global.
Okay.
Although we are already as in going into the international markets already, because we have.
What does going global mean?
Going global is that like putting my business to the global brand. That as in now I'm planning on having a fashion school, a school where I can at least employ bring kids can come in during their summer holiday. We train them on how to cut and how to sew and all. Then also I also think of going for a competition, like foreign competition, international competition, where I can register my kids to go for as my students.
Okay.
They'll go for that competition. So when they get there, they can also compete with other people learning this fashion, this thing. So they can also come with their own creative ideas. So through that process now, my brand can be going, will be known globally through that aspect. So like more like, like schools going for foreign competition. So I think.
So you are moving from a core bespoke fashion line
Yeah.
to having an academy
all fashion designers have an academy.
All of them.
Yeah. Unless because of if you take an apprentice under you, it's more like you're training them. They pay.
Oh, I see
Yeah.
your point.
Yeah, so they pay the owner of the business to train the person. So it's more like, so that's more like, but this one around, I want to make it more like, I want to like enforce it so that people can know it all around. So.
I see your point. Well, it looks like that. It sounds, and I'm sure it is a fantastic, it's a lovely idea. It's a fantastic idea, right? But as a finance person, my question is, how do you plan to achieve that? Like, are you looking towards raising funds, or are you looking towards using your own personal funds to fund it? And let me give you perspective, right? Because the way I see business now is that once someone starts something, right? People, somebody who has a bigger pocket may see where you're starting and understand that this will work, and they will just pump their own money into the idea. Mm-hmm. So in these days, especially in the days of AI, and the world being a smaller global village, you can't just keep bootstrapping for 5 years. The world will leave you behind.
Sure.
That's just it. So I'm actually curious that this is your academy, which sounds like a fantastic idea. How do you plan to fund it?
Basically now, as in now, I'm already sourcing for like a 3-bedroom apartment. Yeah, like what we use for the extent. So it is around the Korodu axis. So the funding, yeah, I actually have funds for it.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah, but I still need fund. At least we all need more money. So money is never enough. So because of our bringing in some equipment from China. And also, so some like most of all this dummy industrial machine they can use to just as in help them illustrate how to sew and how to just teach them through. So,
dummy?
Yeah, like toy, like this kind of toy machine.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. There's some on my phone I can show. Yeah.
No, why I asked dummy was because in my head I was asking that I hope the same dummy industrial machine would also be able to be used on proper outfits.
No, this dummy one is more like as if you just
for training alone.
Yeah, teach them how to put the fabric through the machine, and how the thing is going to run through the thread to make their thread, the stitching straight. Teach them how to use the machine. So when they get to the main industrial machine, they won't have any problem adapting. So
it is purely for training
purpose,
not for commercial. Okay, wow.
So we are bringing in that with like 10 of that, yeah, into our factory.
That's impressive. That's very impressive. And then since we are in 2026, I can't help but talk about taxes.
Very important.
Because it is the hot cake in January 2026. When you buy equipment, right? You either, depending on how big your company is, you will expense a part of the equipment over time. It's called depreciation, and in tax it's called capital allowance. So what the law is now saying is that if you bring in equipment but you don't have proper import duties paid on the equipment, even if you paid it but you don't have the proper documentation, right, that they will not allow you expense that equipment in your books.
Oh.
Yes. So I would suggest that when the time comes to actually bring in this equipment, you should emphasize with the importer that they must give you the import duty documents.
Okay.
Yes, because it will be relevant to your business, because you can't spend so much money on the academy and not be able to recoup your costs. I don't think you want that, and even me, I don't think I will want that for you. Okay.
I was told that government will go into your account monthly to take out your money for tax.
Okay.
Because of all this thing we see on social media. So how true is it? Can you just
Okay. So the basis for tax is commercial, right? Let me put it this way: like, if you do business with your money, you are supposed to pay tax on the profit. Okay? If you borrow money from somebody and there's interest on it, that person is supposed to pay tax on the interest, not the principal. Okay? So tax is more about commercial cases, not really about movement of capital. So if I wire 10 million naira to your account, for example, and I say it is a zero interest rate loan, there's no tax on it. Because I'm not deriving any income from it. Okay, that's a simplified way to look at it. But if there's interest rate on it, then it is the interest rate that will be taxable. So what people are misconstruing, at least that's the way I see it, is that in cases where you have unexplained wealth, right, and they are trying to ask that, okay, we saw that you received 100 million last month, right, and then the tax is due on anybody's income for last month. Just an example, right? That please, and we checked your records, and your records show that you only earned 5 million naira last month. So can you explain the 100 million naira? If they claim money, why? Do you explain that no, my brother sent me this money to use it to build his house? Check the person is coming from. It is the same surname. It is not the payment. Yet, so the issue is if you don't have a way to explain it. Okay. And the example I gave is a very simplified approach. To clarify it further, if you're a clerk of a company and your monthly salary is 200,000 naira, that means that your annual salary is 2.4 million naira. And then a year after, they realize that a total of 1 billion passed through your account. The tax authority have the right to ask questions. That if you are doing business outside of your employment, you ought to pay tax on that business. Where is the tax due on that business? So those are the instances that freezing account comes in. It won't make sense for them to just walk into your bank and say freeze that guy's account. Why? Because there is money inside. No. There need to be precedence. They need to have asked. In fact, they need to have done their own investigation. That this guy, we saw 1 billion in his account. Fine. How much taxes did he pay last year? X amount. Based on what? Based on 5 billion. Meaning what? They'll look away. A classic case is Femi Otedola. If trillions are flying to and from his account, who would talk? The only question the taxman is concerned about is that does he pay the right tax on his income? If yes, then everybody moves on. So all these are actually very simplistic way of putting it. Of course, in fact, they there is always a bit of complexity here and there. Yeah, but a lot of what is flying on social media are actually false.
Oh, now I see.
Okay. I hope I clarified it and not confused you.
No,
for
I
that.
didn't. You actually
Okay.
made it easy for me to understand.
Okay. I have one last question. Your business, is it registered as a limited company or is it a business name?
It's a business name.
A business name.
Yeah.
Okay. So you and your wife are the owners of the business.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So it's been great talking to you,
Thank you.
and I look forward to you making a fantastic outfit for me one day.
Yeah, I will. Sure.
Okay.
Because
Thank you.
if you look at Mr. Soji, make most of his outfits. So.
Oh, I
and also
see.
so if you just see that on him, you know,
You are the one that is making him look rich.
very rich.
Okay, fantastic.
And also make you look very expensive.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Bye.
This program is supported by ACT Foundation.